What you making, DIYers? It's Walker and Remy with DIWHY.LIFE, and in this episode we are going to be taking a look at the Beaumont REV 2 e-bike by Retrospec. Let's get the camera in place so that you guys can see what I see. If you haven't seen the video I did on the Insta360 Go 3, check that out here. Now we're rolling. Got my Franken knife here. If you haven't seen the video I did on my Franken knife, check that out up here. Use it to unbox this beast. Behold. You know, Retrospec always does a fantastic job packing all their bikes. Every single one I've gotten has been well packed and nothing's been broken or inoperable. So kudos to your packing department. Very good job. You know, somebody actually suggested in one of my other unboxing videos that you open the bottom and that way you can just lift the box right off the top, and in theory the bike should just stay on the ground. So maybe something there. If you don't think you're able to lift the bike out of the box, maybe that's a good option for you. And then we've got a box of components here. We don't want to forget about that. Okay, Remy, the big scary box is gone. We can continue. And there we have it. We've removed it from the box, got all of the packing materials removed. That took about 10 minutes. And now we're ready to start assembling. So let's find our assembly instructions and see what's first. One of the cool things about Retrospec is they give you this multi-function tool, which you can actually use to put the whole bike together. It is a little tricky to use sometimes, so I also like to have a few wrenches and such handy. Got some different languages here. All right, assembly instructions. One of the first things it says is that they strongly recommend you taking the bike to your local bike shop once you have it all put together, just to confirm that everything is in order and safe, which is not a bad suggestion. Okay, first thing, looks like we got to do the front fender, then the front wheel, then the handlebars, then the pedals. Okay, it should be pretty straightforward. So the fender comes on the wheel, or with the wheel, I should say. So we're going to want to take it off the wheel, and it looks like it goes in this general direction. Now your bike comes shipped with a little spacer here to keep the forks from bending during shipment. So you just want to loosen the nuts on that and remove that. This thing is kind of good to keep around just in case you might want to ship your bike at a later date. So we'll slide our fender right in here. There's 3 mounting points. There's one right here, and one on the other side of the fork. So we'll loosen up our screws. Don't forget the washer. Tighten that down by hand. And we'll do this one. That, and there's mounting points for the brakes, so you want to make sure you don't accidentally put it on one of those. Use our multi-function tool here. Give that a tightening. Tighten that down. All right, that's nice and tight. Now we can put our wheel on. One thing you want to confirm is that you have the forks going the right way. And yes, indeed, thanks to this handy sticker here and the fact that the forks tend to lean forward a little bit, we can tell that we've got our forks going the right direction. And you also want to confirm that you've got the disc brake on the correct side of the bike so that it can go right into the disc brake actuator. Let's move our handlebars off to the side a little bit. As you're aligning the wheel, you want to make sure that the disc brake actuator, disc brake goes where it needs to go. And you also want to be aware of these washers. There's a safety washer. There's a safety washer right here on the front forks, and it basically grabs onto the fork. So if the bolt ever becomes loose for whatever reason, your wheel won't go flying off. So you want to make sure both of those safety washers are in place. That feels nice and tight. Okay, that feels nice and tight. The wheel will freely spin. And there's just a little bit of grazing on the disc brake, which is fine for now. We can make an adjustment to that. So the next thing we're going to want to do is install our handlebars. And there's a little piece of protective plastic on there you want to get rid of. Remy, I know what you're thinking. And this goes right down in there. Looks good. Crank that down. Next, loosen this up, lefty-loosey, and raise the bars up just like so to a comfortable position. Yeah, nice and tight so they don't go drifting on you. And our handlebars are now installed. Look at that. Brakes seem to work. So that's good. Now we can move on. Actually, let's do a quick adjustment on this seat post real quick. It looks a little crooked. I'm going to straighten it, tighten it a little bit, raise it up, smash it down. Nice. It's good. It feels good. Okay, pedals next. These things are labeled nice and conveniently for you. This is the right hand side, this is the left hand side, so we'll do the left first. You can get it most of the way there by hand. This one goes on a little counterintuitive. It's threaded backwards so it doesn't loosen up on you when you ride. Nice and tight. Now we'll do the right side. All right, nice and tight. What is left? We have a reflector. There we go. We're going to want to pull this plastic tab to enable the battery, and there's a switch, and that turns the tail light on and off. And if I'm not mistaken, this is probably the headlight. And then just like the backlight, you want to pull the plastic tab, and there's a button right on top you can press, turn the light on and off. Always going to want to ride with your lights on, day or night. And that's it. It's all assembled and ready to go. Let's just remove our keys, insert the key. The key isn't actually used to turn the bike on or off or anything. It's actually just used to remove the battery from the bike. So if we press the power button, we've got power here. Can lift the tire. Yep. We are good. Okay, we'll go over some basic operation of the bike real quick. Now the bike is fully functional when it's off. It's just a standard 7-speed Shimano geared bicycle, so it's perfectly fine to use it in the off position. However, you press and hold the power button and it turns on. The LEDs up top here tell you your battery level, and it looks like we're about 3/4 of a battery, about 75% of a battery. These numbers 1 through 5 are the speed, the power assist levels that the bike is going to give you. 0, which isn't shown, is no assist, so you can ride it just like a regular bike. And then if we were to hit the plus button, we go up to level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. And with each increment giving you a little bit more assist and speed. And then we also have the walk assist button here. You press this and the bike will go into a very slow walk mode so that you can more easily walk it across crosswalks or maybe up a hill. Because the bike has some weight to it. So having that little assist button is quite nice. You've got the thumb throttle here, so it reacts kind of like a moped or a ATV or something, where you can just use your thumb throttle. If you don't want to pedal at all, you can just use the thumb throttle the whole time. Oh, get that fly, Remy. I hear him. And on this side, we've got our bell. We've also got the 7-speed Shimano shifter, and it's got a trigger and thumb action. So you pull or you push the thumb button and you push the trigger, and it gets you through the different gears. So it should function just like a regular bike, and as soon as you start pedaling, the pedal assist kicks in and takes over as an electric. Got your rear brake, your front brake up here on the left hand side. Obviously we already covered the light and the button there. Back here we've got the battery unit. This is the hub motor system. Let's get the charger out, show you how to charge it up. Okay, so you plug the cord into the charger like so. This will go into our wall outlet, and this will go into the bike. The port for the charging port is located here behind this rubber cover. So we'll just plug the charger in right there. And you're going to want to plug the charger directly into the wall. I would avoid using an extension cable or a power surge or anything like that. You just want to go directly into the wall, and the charger, the red light is on, indicating that it's charging. And when it's done, the charge light should turn green, letting you know that it's done charging. A couple things to remember about charging. The battery is removable, so you can charge the battery off the bike if you like, or on the bike, your choice. I would also recommend, when you are charging the battery, to charge it in a cool place, maybe in a garage or outdoors or somewhere that gets airflow, because the battery does get a little warm when it charges. So just to be on the safe side, you're going to want to charge it somewhere that's got a lot of airflow and it's a little bit cooler. If you have multiple e-bikes like I do, I would recommend putting the name of the bike, labeling it with the charger, because sometimes if you plug the wrong charger into your bike battery, you can have problems there. So that's a good little tip. It's a little bit cooler. Yeah, so let's unplug the battery real quick, and let's remove the battery from the bike. So we'll insert the key into the lock, turn it clockwise, and lift up on the battery, and it'll come free, and it should come out the top just like that. Pretty straightforward. And then to reinstall it, it's just the same thing in reverse. Goes down, and you hear a nice click sound telling you that it's engaged. And just to confirm that it's working, we can hit the power. Yep. Let's check the air pressure in the tires and make sure it's safe. And we can take this thing for a spin around the building and see how it rides. Ooh, it is windy out here. I hope the mics are working all right. It's probably pretty windy for the mic. Well, the throttle seems to work quite nice. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth throttle. I like it. All right, now let's try going up to level 1. Oop. Well, just a little bit, just gives a little bit of something. Try level 2. Level 3. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's a little bit more. Okay, okay. Level 4. Level 5. Level 5 should be at about 20 miles per hour, which should be, oh, okay, the maximum for this bike. Bike feels super stable and comfortable. It's actually quite nice. I like it a lot. It's a good bike. Solid, fun to ride, comfortable, smooth, elegant, all things. Way to go, Retrospec. That's about all there is for this video. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions about the Retrospec Beaumont Rev 2 bicycle, please leave them below. And well, we'll see you next time. Where's Remy? Get in there. Go on. Lay down. Remy, lay down. Lay down. You lay down? Go lay down. What a good boy. What a good boy he is. Yes.